in his next life.
Well, you see,
Like,
can't-
then I give it to
Well,
him.
you
I'd
don't-
open the pizza and then say, haha, you can't have this. And then, cause he's dead, he can't grab it.
Yeah,
no,
until
I-
the zombie apocalypse kicks in.
But what's your opinion on zombies? Would you be scared of them? I reckon you could do some.
Listen, I'm gonna be on their side because they're obviously winning.
Yay.
Penises are way funnier than vaginas. Come on.
Yeah,
Vaginas
that's
are
true.
gross.
You know what? you know what's an even funnier word than penis? Willy. Willy is such a funny word. Molester is my best.
Well, I
friend.
guess it's not really because this. But
Yeah, this bit's nailed down. That bit's not.
yeah, we couldn't do it with Evan because it was like, remember it was on the thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like filming in a cave or something. Now you've moved to a shack.
No, we've always filmed in this shed.
no, we've always been here.
Yeah. This
Oh.
is not new.
It just used to not
Have
have
no
a
roof,
roof,
yeah.
and also be in
No windows.
the 7th story of the Amazon building.
We actually, John Johnson kicked us out there last week. We stopped paying rent. We weren't making any money because of the pandemic.
Yeah, you had to like import the whole thing back in, rebuild it with the roof this time.
Well, see, John Johnson took the roof so we would pay rent, but obviously we didn't because we are now homeless and living in a tent.
Yeah, I can tell that. Like across from this recording thing they have as a tent.
No, that's not a tent.
That's a house.
I'm trying to fucking play along with this shit.
Well, you see,
The joke is it's impossible to discern where we are.
I humorously just broke your joke.
Yes, with the, yes,
you
with the
ruined your joke.
yes, with the penguins, puffins, the koalas, and the snake.
Yeah, and then Sahara Desert to our left.
And
over
Kentucky
there.
to the right.
Springfield.
Do you ever think about how Homer, yeah, every day, because even in the intro, every day he picks up a bit of plutonium, yeah, and
In what?
in The Simpsons, you know the way just like the intro.
Oh yeah.
Every day he brings home a bit of plutonium, and no one notices. Every day he brings home, and he has to have cancer.
It's like the cum sock.
He's good. Like he's only a ball compared to when he was younger, so maybe he's suffering the early effects of it.
Would that be radiation sickness, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't think you go bald from cancer. I think it's like chemo that makes you bald.
Well, acute radiation poisoning can cause effects in the body of losing hair, skin,
That's the
weight.
response.
Do you think that if you ate plutonium you'd get, or like if you were bitten by radioactiveness, you'd get radioactive powers?
No.
What do you mean no? That's how powers.
The new superhero, Dead Man.
That's how superpowers work though. You get bit by something radioactive, or you drink something radioactive.
Well, that's cybernetics.
Tonight on Dead Man, and it just puts to a rotten corpse, and it's just like.
You do white noise. You're being interrogated.
Yeah.
It's jokes.
No, no one else gets the joke. Yeah, but we've made other jokes that people don't get.
Who's the good cop? Who's the bad cop?
Well, Mike, I'm the good cop.
Okay.
Is
I
it
was
just
gonna make
me-
a
Mike
joke.
Tyson can be the best.
Is it just
Mike
me?
Tyson.
Mike Tyson
You were
no,
about to
no.
say Mike.
No, no.
Did you say it? Was that what you were going
Well, I
with?
was trying to think of someone who was a very angry man, and Mike was coming to my mind.
No.
Mike Tyson.
Can I speak?
You can't. Normally, we do talk over each other a lot. I won't lie.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we do.
does anyone think?
We're like that guy.
Does
Go
anyone
on.
think anime, sort of become less of a outer minor fandom thing to now being mainstream with Netflix and like all
I
the
don't know.
services?
People still think people who watch anime are weird because Evan Matthews is weird. Look at.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. fuck.
I do like a bit of anime though. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
talking to Evan about some yesterday.
There's so
I've never.
much. There's
Oh,
so much transcended out of the anime sphere and it just become like mainstream, like Dragon Ball Z or whatever the fuck.
I don't like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but like
I
everyone
watched,
knows about it anyway.
The great American cartoon, Pokemon.
Yeah, no.
My favorite anime is SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob's the best.
I like that anime. It was made by a Swedish Japanese man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad he passed away a while back.
While being racist on Twitter.
No.
A lot of people are racist on Twitter. If you're gonna be racist, you have to have a Twitter.
Yeah,
account.
I've
That's
been
just how it
on
works.
I've been on Twitter for like 3 years now, so
Oh,
don't
you've
get
got
me
you've
wrong.
got stuff to get digging up. Like they always dig up your tweets and try to delete.
I had a Twitter for like 2 months and then I deleted it because it was making me sad.
No, for economics, your one made us get a Twitter because she was gonna tweet like
There's no tweets.
interesting articles at, and I never followed her. So now I just have a Twitter that I meant to have for class, and I forgot to ask her using it. Now I just have a Twitter until I remember to ask her using it.
Yeah.
I remember not to give you pizza, actually. That's the one thing I've been able to remember in my entire life.
Did you have pizza?
No, do you remember I was going to do home ec, and I said...
But eventually.
Eventually, I won't give you pizza, yeah, eventually, at some point.
That's gonna be like 20 years.
No, that's just gonna
Because
be.
you didn't give me a slice, I'm not going
Order
No.
a pizza.
No, it's gonna be at his funeral,
You
and like
get
they're
it.
putting the coffin into the ground. He's
Yeah.
gonna open the casket and just hand it.
No,
to
he
you.
can't have the pizza. He didn't give me pizza.
Well, it'll be with him in his next life.
Well, you see, I
Like,
can't-
then I give
Well,
it to
then
him.
you
I'd
don't
open the
give
pizza
the
and then say, haha, you can't have this. And then, because he's dead, he can't grab it.
Yeah,
no,
until
I
the
can't.
zombie apocalypse kicks in.
But what's your opinion on zombies? Would you be scared of them? I reckon you could do some.
Listen, I'm gonna be on their side because they're obviously winning.
No.
So what's the name of that thing Callum was
It's a
about?
fact.
What's the name of that thing Callum was going on about? I was gonna make a joke about it. I couldn't remember the name.
I'm not even, I know it. I'm not gonna
I
say
know.
it.
I can't remember.
Because
the
you're
word.
gonna start talking about it. I'm not gonna say it.
I was gonna say I was gonna do it to a zombie. Callum will get that joke. No one else will.
No, I'm just thinking about how to survive. You know, those like still statue people. Those are like dress up
I'm
like.
not gonna lie. Zombies would probably just eat statues.
Yeah.
No.
Even if they're metal, they just break their teeth on them. Like, you're not metal. They bite you and you bleed.
And haven't you seen that one short film
And then
still
you
where
beat
something like
the
that
zombie.
happens and like you just remain still for most until the zombies fuck off away from him. Then he like walks away.
I've never even heard of that
No.
movie.
Do you ever think of
There's one for the concept of like a still statue getting away from the zombies and just remaining still throughout all the shit.
Do you ever think of you pissed on
the,
zombies?
the zombie leaves a tip.
Yeah, you know when you leave a tip and they bow down to like.
And they're like, we got him. It's in the statue code.
Ladies and gentlemen. Do you think if you just throw coins at any statue, it'll actually move because they're all really people? And that's like a
They
good
are
trick.
all people. And it's
Nah.
like, you know when they pulled them down, that was why the government stopped them.
Yeah, because they were killing people.
Because they were killing that racist guy or whatever.
Yeah, more than
He's
one.
been hiding as a statue.
And the government can't just allow murder.
Yeah, he thought he got away from us. But we got him. we know where he is. We know he's hiding. For the last 200 years or whatever.
Yeah, because you see, if you don't move, see, the problem with being a statue is I'd rather hide as like a tumbleweed and pretend to be a tumbleweed.
Yeah,
'Cause
Statue of Liberty.
tumbleweeds.
She's tall.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That's
I've
sexy.
been there myself.
That's sexy.
you've been inside the Statue of Liberty.
No, I've been around it.
Oh, I put my
Yeah.
I put my penis in it.
You can't. But you can't actually go inside it because it's a real person.
Yeah, they're just really big.
You probably get stepped on.
And actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's about 12 midgets standing on top of each other. That's what it is. It's about 12
You'd
midgets.
probably be.
That row over, it's just like the
You'd-
trench
you'd
coat.
probably
People
be-
that away.
You'd probably be stepped on by. That'd be enough for you, as you just like it for your
What?
sick fetish.
Well, they're 12 midgets.
Jesus,
They
that's
have
not
small-
going in.
Midgets have small feet. They can't step on you.
No, but for it to be 12 midgets, they would have to be fairly large midgets.
Like, yeah, but they're short.
They're like midgets, but they're twice the size of people.
Yeah, but they're like weights or something. The more you stack on, the more heavier the bottom one
Do
is.
you think the bottom midget's like almost perfectly flat?
Yeah,
and the
probably.
top midget's just really like.
But there is no bottom midget. It actually goes on forever.
It's like that infinite chord of rain, The Last Jedi or something.
I don't know that.
No, I don't know that either.
Did you ever think about how
That was a reference. Hey!
Someone got that reference.
Someone got it.
Did you ever-
Vishal, you listening? He might get it.
Do you ever think about how if there was, like, you know in all the movies they look down and there's like an
We
infinite.
burped too many times.
There's an infinite
I
hallway.
burped.
Yeah, we're just
I
getting
burped
drunk.
too
I don't
many.
care.
You
I don't
did
care.
one.
There's an infinite hallway, yeah. You know, like
Yeah.
some, they look at it and the camera shows. What if, yeah, you were just stuck in an infinite hallway? Like, you're just walking forever. You would never know because you would just think, oh, the hallway is just gonna turn at some point. There's a corner at the end of this hallway, but then there's not.
I'm not trying to smash the stuff around it if it's like infinite or anything.
Where are you gonna get something to fucking
You're just
smash
in a
it?
hallway.
You're in a hallway.
There's nothing in a
Yeah,
hallway.
the walls. Why not just try and smash
You just
them?
break your hand. It's a wall.
Yeah, you can try and fucking remove like rock or something or cement.
It's made of bricks.
Yeah, you're not gonna take a brick out of the wall with your hand. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You just like either break your fingers or break your hand.
You survive around like the.
Who do you think you are, Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson could take a brick out of a wall. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, Mike Tyson would just.
That's actually, he doesn't even knock on my door. He just takes the brick out and walks in.
No, when he knocks on my door falls down.
He just takes the door
That's
off,
right.
comes in, and puts it back home when he leaves.
No, he
That's
doesn't put
right.
that- he
That's
doesn't.
how strong I am. I'm Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Wee. Or something. I don't know.
Mike Tyson's a sexy man. Think he listens to the podcast. Think he could be from other.
He probably does.
He is from London.
Maybe that's why, like, maybe the aliens are into our podcast because we talk about them a lot.
Yeah, honestly. We talked about the.
I don't know why the fuck I have like these here.
They have a pack of cards like that in school that say 1, 2, 3 ink.
Yeah.
I love the throwing the cards across the glass. It's so fun. Because it's the only time that skill is useful. Because I remember I used to practice that in my room.
When you were a magician.
Yeah, I had a thing. I had a board. I made a board for throwing that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
What was you made out of? Like cardboard?
Yeah.
Did it stick?
Well, no. Well, it would rip through the board. Like it got fucked up after like a month.
Oh, right.
You
Yeah.
know,
You know, I'm just
it's like a
being,
darts board. Like
Yeah.
eventually, it just has a bunch of fucking
Holes
holes
in it,
in
yeah.
it. Yeah.
you know, I'm just being reminded of
What?
that new Indiana Jones show they have.
Oh, it's a
coming
new
out.
one?
They're making a new one, yeah.
No.
The last Indiana Jones was like
2009.
1986.
No, 2009.
What's it about?
I don't
Indiana
know.
Jones.
It's just an Indiana Jones show they announced.
Probably about Indiana Jones, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's it about? I don't know.
Indiana Jones.
You know, do you ever notice those crystal skulls exist? You know, like, I was watching
but that's
Ancient
fake.
Aliens. I was watching Ancient Aliens, and the man said some of these skulls are real. He didn't say all of them. He said some
Yeah,
because
most-
he's a scientist. And
mo-
nothing that Ancient Aliens has ever said is false.
Mike Tyson says, "Be skeptical, but keep an open mind."
No.
Yeah, that's what Mike Tyson says. This is his famous gadget.
There's no such thing as being skeptical. You
Is
either
it not?
believe everything fully, or you don't believe it at
Oh,
all.
100%, yeah.
To be or not to be, or like any of that Yoda shit, because I don't remember.
That's
those
not Yoda, that's
quotes.
Shakespeare.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
that's-
Shakespeare.
Why?
That's a bit weird. He's dead. He wouldn't have sex. I wouldn't have sex with a dead person.
That's illegal. If he was alive, it'd be okay because, you know, that's okay nowadays. But like, but like, you know.
Yeah, but Shakespeare
Yeah.
Shakespeare is really boring for the most part.
You know, like Othello, no.
No, I'm fine with some of it.
I
It's just,
could write it better.
No, it just feels like he has characters which are written well, but there's some like Iago where there's no motive to him. There's no reason.
Othello supposedly had sex with his
I'll
wife.
have you know,
Yes.
Act 2, Scene 5. Iago says that.
You fucked my wife.
He says, "Oh hell, you fucked my wife. I am angry. I'm angry that you fucked my wife.
I'm gonna say Cassio fucked your wife.
I'm gonna fuck your wife, and then I'm gonna say he fucked your wife, and then you're gonna fucking, and then I'm gonna fucking kill him. Fuck you."
He's a very angry man.
And he's
He does a lot. He does a lot of swearing. You know, for something they put in the teaching school. He does a lot of swearing. You know what I mean? It's very rude. I don't like rude.
I love hearing the fucking teacher say whore over and over. It's really funny. And then fucking
Yesterday with the remote was so funny.
Yeah.
The free he completely didn't think anyone had a remote till it froze.
yeah, but people, and then after he was saying whore all the time, people in the class started like writing whore in their answer because he can get away with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna say whore.
Like people are like people are probably like Desdemona, the whore.
Oh no, like people were hello is a whore.
Hello's a bit of a whore.
His name's so.
Do you ever see how like passionately he says more? I always thought that was funny.
Who?
More.
I don't want to reveal his name just in case he listens to the podcast. You know, our English teacher.
Oh yeah.
But he says more quite passionately. I
Yeah,
always
like-
thought he said it quite passionately. You know
That'd
what
be
I mean?
weird for an English teacher to listen to a student's podcast.
No, when everyone listens to our podcast, 99.9% of the
You got like
population.
100.
All
kids in the
teachers
last
are from
year.
other.
Yeah, only one per. Yeah, because they all live in schools. Where do you think they live? Come on, man. Teachers don't leave the school.
Well, except for weekends and some other times.
No.
Or get petrol.
No, they live in the school. The cars are just to make us think.
This guy thinks.
You think teachers have real lives?
This guy thinks.
You think teachers are real people? You idiot.
It's a really good interview. We're proving how stupid this guy is.
Yeah.
Well, most of them except
That's
for
right. That's 80% of
except
an
we all
interviewer's
know
job.
we all know like the principals and like the higher up always live in schools. It's just the lower ones.
No, they all live in the school.
Oh, they plug into their robotic chambers.
Yeah, they're not real. No, once you can't see them, they all fade out of existence.
You
It's
think
like a
Patrick
video
is a
game.
real person?
Yeah.
It's like,
For procedural generated graphics or something. Once you're out of render
Yeah, it's
distance,
just like an
they fade
NPC.
away.
You're all NPCs. They're just
Yeah,
really well
you know,
programmed.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're shit. They're shitty programmed. I could do better.
You think you could do better?
I could do better.
Well, let's go in the staff room and reprogram.
You ever see that game I made where the UFO moves up and he moves down, and he moves left and he moves right, and then sometimes
Slide
he
to
shoots.
left.
Oh,
But you
shit.
can't shoot to the left because then the game crashes.
You slide to the
Just
left.
what happens if you shoot right? Is it okay?
No, he shoots right. Yeah, he shoots right. You can't shoot left. But it's
Oh.
okay because there's
See,
never.
But we should be shooting the left, because that's where them goddamn Democrats are. We don't like them Democrats. Actually, I don't mind Democrats. Would you have sex with a Democrat?
I'm an anarchist, so
I am.
I'm over the left side.
I do believe that we should go back to monkeys. And monkeys aren't anarchists.
Do you want to know my political opinion? Not to get political or anything, but I think the bad people are right. I think the people who want to do bad things, they're the good ones.
So my plan
So then
for concentration camp of just McDermott's to cleanse Ireland of the mortal enemies
That's a
of
very.
Costello's.
Oh, I was about to ask. Yeah, but you're not Irish. You have a French name. You don't. You can't.
No,
cleanse-
I came from a
you-
French line called D'Angler,
You
but
can't-
settled in Ireland and it became
Costello's.
Costello's.
Costello's definitely a French word. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we weren't supposed to say your name.
Yeah, I
You
haven't
just
said
said
my
your
I
second
haven't
name.
said my main name, so
I
they
don't-
can't know.
How many? I'm not gonna lie.
But like, I'd rather not have my second name, but my first
Yeah,
name.
first names are way harder to track someone.
Because
with.
first names are like
It's
just
way easier.
given to you. Like,
What
Yeah.
happens if someone says like Mr. Smith or Mr. Queef or something? Like no one's gonna know that
Mr.
real.
Queef.
Mr. Queen.
Yeah, I'm just saying shit off my head, but like they're still not gonna be able to fully tell. There's like several
Mr.
big
Queef,
ones
the
with
shit out of my head.
like Italians use.
Yeah, but if you
Costello
say
as a
Mr.
pseudonym.
Tyson, you're gonna assume it's Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? If you have someone who sounds like Mike Tyson, you go, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Tyson." That's Mike Tyson.
Maybe I
And
got
he
one.
says, I am Mike Tyson. Actually, no, I get this a lot. I just sound like Mike Tyson.
And I look
and I look like
exactly
Mike Tyson. And coincidentally, I got the same tattoo on my face like Mike Tyson. And I've also...
Got that same Adult Swim show or something. Because I can't do the accent.
No, he has a TV show.
He had a TV show, an animated. Good.
I also
one,
have a
something.
TV show, and
2
it's
seasons.
called
I have all
Mike
the titles.
Tyson Mysteries.
Mike Tyson. I'm not advertising for Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike. If you wanna advertise, come on yourself.
I mean, I'm Mike Tyson, and I morally opposed to free advertising on your podcast because that would be wrong.
Right. Thanks, Mike. Well, we have someone in here already. Instead of
Is there like
Yeah.
any big guests?
I'll be gone. Okay, I won't do the voice.
Is there like any big guests?
I've done it too many times.
yeah.
Is
Well,
there like
it's
any
like
big guests you want to get on the podcast? like
Well, we
YouTubers?
have 2 more people planned after you.
I want God on the podcast.
God.
You know what?
God.
I know a guy who knows him pretty well. There's a priest down the road.
Yeah, I heard you say once that
talked
he
to
was in
him
your
once.
home and.
Oh, yeah, actually, our old priest told me he didn't believe in God. I'll tell you the story.
Jeez.
So, he was over. I can't remember why, but he was talking to my mum, yeah, and they were sitting in our kitchen. And I just walked in to get.
I'm just a homosexual.
I walked in to get a cup of tea, and my mum goes, "Sometimes, Father, I don't know if there is a God." And he goes, "Well, we're all just hedging our bets, aren't we?" And his job is to tell you gods are real.
But there's people that believe it more than most priests. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to piss again. Alright, wait.
Alright,
I'll be
shoot
back
a
real
sec.
quick. I'll be back real quick.
This is two podcasts in a row. So, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about?
Cartoon Network shows in the 2000s were good, but I do feel now some of them are getting better. I'm not one of those who believes like one era is in particular is better than another. I believe that each of them merits and
Yeah, I don't like. I just like a show, and if I like a show, I don't really care when it's from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like I don't like the new Ben 10, but I know
No.
it's done some stuff better than the original.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch it. I like the OG Ben 10.
Yeah,
I
same
used to have to watch.
Same with me. I had the Ultimatrix because that was the original Infinity Gauntlet before the Infinity Gauntlet became a thing. You know.
Yeah, no, I just had the normal Ben 10 watch, the one that like sticks to his arm in the very first
Yeah.
episode.
You know-
Ben 10 is cool. He is.
Yeah.
Actually, if you could have any superpower, what would you pick?
Well, I'd probably go with the Immortal Hulk power, where every time he dies, like he comes back by like morning or when the night comes in, he just comes back, like completely healed of whatever happened. Like he could be chopped up into pieces and put in different jars for different limbs, but they could all break out and reassemble into a body.
I don't know. Shapeshifting is pretty cool.
No, not really for me.
No, you wouldn't. You could just turn into a lobster.
I would like a cape. That, like the outside's red, but the inside bit is like the stars and stuff, the night sky, the Milky Way.
Like a magician's cape.
Sort of, but it changes with like the, galactic phenomenon effect, like the.
Oh, so it's like a real universe inside.
Yeah, in a way, except like it's a reflection of our own. It's like.
Yeah, that's like exactly. It's our universe in like a mirror.
Yeah, sort of.
You could just put a mirror inside a cape and then like point it up at the sky.
No, it'd be like one of those cool sci-fi ones.
Yeah, but shapeshifting is cool because like you could turn into a lobster or a monkey or like a lizard. See, if you want, as a lizard, you could have sex with a lizard, and then you could meet Obama because Obama is a lizard.
What the fuck?
Obama's a lizard.
Why would you want sex to begin with the lizards?
Because then you get to meet Obama and you can ask him why he didn't release a statement at 9/11. You think with that?
He wasn't in office in 9/11.
He still didn't release a statement.
He wasn't born in 9/11.
He was definitely born in 9/11.
He was born by the fucking lizards in 2006 for the elections in 2008, you moron.
Why would they give birth to him 2 years before they needed him?
They had to prepare. They had all the other versions that died quickly. They had to bring.
So are you saying Obama's a clone?
Lizard!
Are you saying Obama's a clone?
Yes,
or are
he
you saying he's a
disappears
lizard?
every now and again. He comes back as a cloned lizard hybrid.
I don't know. I don't think Michael's a clone.
He sleeps sometimes.
Do you think Michael's a clone? His wife.
People don't
His
sleep.
wife Michael.
His husband, Michelle. Have you seen those shoulders? She couldn't be a woman.
That's one of the funniest conspiracy theories.
I love that conspiracy theory.
Because I don't know why it would matter really. I get that they're like it's mainly the conservatives that were saying it. Because they're like.
No, because they say like, this is wrong because it's all right to do that. But then, if it was, they'd be giving out about it.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of being mean to Michelle. To be honest.
Yeah.
Does anyone hate
It's
the
either
fact-
being mean to Michelle
Or being
or
like a bit.
being it's being mean to Michelle
Yeah.
either way, to be
Either
honest with
way,
you.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's being mean to
Because even if
Michelle either way.
Michelle is a man, or like some of them were saying she was transgender, like she probably doesn't want people to know she's transgender if she actually is.
Well, it's her choice. It's her stuff. It's not really ours to find.
Her cut off
Listen,
penis.
Once they don't
I thought you left, Mike.
suck my dick.
No, but like,
That actually sounds like something you hear Mike Tyson say too. He seems like a nice man.
Yeah.
He's a weed farm.
Or maybe he'd say the other.
you know they're legalizing
As long as
weed
they
in
suck
most
my
states.
dick.
Suck my dick.
You know they're legalizing weed in most states.
Yeah,
or like some of them.
they legalized it at a federal level. Joe Rogan was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's starting to think about.
But that
his
actually
career.
changes the way it works because back in
Joe Rogan will get more viewers if we do.
No, so in California, yeah, all those businesses had to work in cash because he was talking about it like on the podcast because the
I wanted to finish that stuff very
the what's it called, because it wasn't recognized at a federal level, the banks wouldn't take
So they had to take
wouldn't
cash
give
to
you
put it into banks.
yeah, they had to use everything was in cash, and there was like squads of like ex Black Ops members that would like walk around with these weed business owners because they had like $10 million just in the back of their car because they couldn't put it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah, it's a big.
What would you do if you found a car full of weed?
If it becomes illegal here, I'm gonna sell it. First plan, sell it.
Yeah. It's good. It's meant to be in California. It's a big like if you invested in it, you made money.
I'll be in there to get the license.
You know what? You know what I want to do. If I
That's
can,
just.
Yeah, you make so much money if you're at first.
You know what I want to do if I can run for like any
I was like-
office in like Ireland.
You did that fast. That was impressive.
That was actually. Was his hand already there, or did he move?
No, he just and it was like
It just started to fade.
To me, it looked like he started moving his hand before.
Yeah, he's obviously got good light reception.
Yeah.
He's been counting.
So
Well, no, there's a timer there.
Yeah.
but like-
you know something
know
I
what I
want.
mean?
You know something I want to do if I ever become like a leader in Ireland, like a whatever the fuck
Politician.
they- Yeah,
I wanna do
politician.
bad things.
You know what? Yeah.
I want
You know
to
what I
be
wanna
the
do?
next Hitler.
I'm gonna run for
Like
president.
aside from my extermination of McDermott's,
I don't.
I
I still
will-
don't understand.
Who's
why.
McDermott?
He doesn't like
The
anyone.
Ro-
He doesn't like anyone with the second name McDermott.
they're the rivals of the Costellos, and I dislike them for that reason.
Yeah, but you're
alone.
French. You have no claim to this
They're the
land.
rival.
We
to the
we had
Costellos.
land next to them, and they constantly attacked us. We attacked them.
I never understood the
You're
point.
gonna write that for
For
history.
history.
That wouldn't actually be half bad.
I don't think so, since there's only like a couple of pages I'm gonna write before I have to go into like some like the Italian Costellos, the Spanish ones.
We just write about the Spanish
Yeah,
ones.
but they'd like that.
Yeah.
but
Do you know who
that's
likes
true.
Italian people? Franchuli.
I know he does, but Frank Costello is different
you
than
know
me.
you know the Nazi?
Not
Not that bad. Not that bad. They were like, you know, maybe they were doing all those things he was saying.
But maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe they were great people. But
Maybe they were nice people. My uncle.
Like,
My
one
uncle.
of them-
I'm sure most of them were nice people.
My uncle used to work on one of them camp and he fell off the tower. Very sad. Very sad. You're right.
Yeah, I'm just getting your attention. I'm just snapping my hands.
Kind of rude.
It's kind of rude, honestly.
Yeah, I just learned how to do it over the summer. Now I just.
Yeah, I
can't
actually did.
fucking-
I learned how to snap in second year. I was sitting in the back of a tech graph class and I learned how to do it and I walked around all day doing that. It was so chuffed.
Walking up to people.
No, I was walking in the hall like this, just clicking. Yeah.
You know
And
what we should do one day?
I remember someone just looked at me funny because they could obviously hear the clicking. I think they were walking behind me ages and they could hear it the whole time and then they
You know
realised it was me and they just like kind of went like, "You give me that."
You know
Well,
something.
And then
we
you
should-
walked up to them like this.
You know something.
Hey, bud.
You
It's
know.
my turn.
You know something we should do? We should all just walk in the school and then we should all just start doing this.
No, that's too intimidating.
Oh, come on, that'd just be cool.
You can't intimidate people. It's illegal. They call it harassment
That is
nowadays.
No, just as a group activity.
You know, I did
10
this thing to
people.
a woman once, and it was perfectly fine. But then they said it was her.
Yeah, you were definitely just making sure they're in the home from that tree, weren't you, with the fucking binoculars?
Oh yeah. I got arrested once for breaking and entering. That door was open.
I didn't break shit. I left that place nice and tidy.
I didn't even enter.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Does it?
I didn't even enter.
What do you mean enter? I just broke that window.
He just so happened to be on the premises when it happened.
Yeah, I didn't actually walk in the door. I just appeared
I
inside.
saw this guy and he was like, yay big. And he was like, he looked like me.
How he broke that window? I don't know. I don't know where he went. I think he ran off that way.
I think
He
he went
had
that
made
way.
his rock that
And
was
he
thrown,
turned
that he's
around
trying
and
to
you're
throw in the
gone.
window.
And it looked like he showed me his hands and he had the exact same fingerprints.
Look, cops, there's someone stealing someone's love handles. And then they look over, oh, that's a felony, and then he runs away.
Is it a felony to steal a love handle?
What the fuck is love?
Oh,
handles?
because it's like
Your love handles.
it's like fat.
Oh.
It's like where, at the back. Like
Yeah.
where fat goes at the back.
Oh.
Do you ever think about how like fat is like just stored food? You
Yeah.
could eat it.
I think that's just the definition of a fat.
Yeah, no.
It's like backup.
Yeah, but did you ever think about how like if you cut fat off you would eat it? It doesn't really do much.
I
but like,
don't
if you
think
just,
you can eat it like that.
I bet you I could. I'm gonna find a fat lad and just cut him up.
You're gonna just be like that one.
I'm not gonna eat him. I'm just gonna cut his
I
fat.
haven't done it yet.
He hasn't done it yet.
I don't have to kill him though. I can just like cut off his stomach fat and then
They had to be
let him go
fair.
free.
They'd have to be fairly fat because otherwise you'd be cutting in the skin and stuff and just.
Obviously, I'm gonna have to cut in the skin. Fat's
Well, the
underneath.
skin-
No,
Skin's
like
in
the
there, that's in the
internal
skin.
stuff after the skin. Once
No,
you
I
break
just get a
the-
scalpel.
Oh,
I
you-
cut the skin and
Oh,
I'll
right,
remove
right.
the fat and I'll eat it.
You're gonna need a
You're
doctor. You're
surgery
gonna need a
back.
doctor or something to
You
know.
don't
how
need,
to
no,
do
you
that.
don't need a doctor. See, what you do is you go to a very dark alleyway and you drug someone.
You buy one of those,
Roofies.
certificates.
Yeah,
From a
just
man
a-
in a dark alleyway.
Yeah, just have
I got one myself.
Yeah, just have one of those poorly put together ones on your wall. Just say yes, I have a doctorate.
Just an A. It's just an A4 page that says doctor.
No, it says I am a doctor.
Yeah, but look, the only
I
thing.
am
the
doctor.
And
only-
then there's a page underneath that says, yes, I am definitely a doctor. You know, people go, are you sure you're a doctor? You go,
I'm the thing before a doctor.
now, but also now you can just say your name's Mr. Doc. Your name's Doctor something. You know, surname.
Mr. Dr. Smith.
that is, you sure? It would be funny to change your last name to Mister, though, wouldn't it? And then somebody's like, Mister? Or like Doctor Mister.
Doctor, Mr. Doctor. That's a lot easier to get.
Second name would be funny. Yeah, but if you weren't a doctor and your second name was Mister, it'd be Mister.
If your second name was Doctor, it'd be Doctor, and people would come to you more because
Doctor.
and you could have a catchphrase.
Doctor, a guy got hit by a car. Help
He's
me.
like, don't worry, I'm a doctor. Why?
Does anyone think that the era of the old YouTubers, you know, the ones that did shit randomly, is ended.
Like when Jake Paul used to have sex with cats.
What?
That's what he used to do in the old.
Who the fuck is he?
Not
Jake Paul.
No, not Jake Paul. What's your man? The guy.
No, I think it's Jake Paul.
Did Jake Paul have sex with
Jake Paul allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No,
Let's say allegedly.
there's no evidence that Jake Paul
Paul
had
has
sex
a
with
lot of money.
our lawyers have informed us that Jake Paul has never had sex with a cat. We did not get.
Who's that
any
guy with
money.
the gun behind you?
That was a dog. It was just a real small dog.
Chimpanzee, rip your balls off.
It was one of those dogs you put in the bag.
Yeah, you know what I imagine is up there in heaven when I go there?
Chimpanzees.
No, it's just gonna be Harambe being like, "Welcome, brother, to heaven."
No, Harambe ain't real.
Harambe.
You're not going to heaven.
Yeah, I know that, but I am being optimistic.
Harambe
here.
ain't real. Harambe was invented to cover up 9/11.
Harambe was made 15 years after 9/11.
Harambe drove those planes!
He was a robot made by the Saudi Arabians to spy on us, good Christian Americans.
No. He was trying to inform the kid of the mass conspiracy he'd learned of. Then the CIA shot him.
But he is the mass conspiracy.
He
He's the
is
one
the
who flew the planes.
Yeah, he's the one doing it to prevent the lizards taking over.
No, the lizards wanted the planes to crash.
Haven't you heard
See,
the
'cause
holy
the
word of
twin-
the Bible?
The Twin Towers were actually where the lizards lived.
He was a lizard monkey.
The lizard monkey. They started having sex on monkeys.
Monkeys, yeah.
And the cats, and the dogs, and the Scottish,
Jake
and the
Paul.
sheep.
What's wrong with the Scottish? You just
Scottish.
brought the Scottish in.
That sounds like a joke you stole. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna call you out. It's a joke you stole.
No, I just don't really like Scotland.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
fair enough. Yeah, because it sounds like a line from a cartoon.
It does, yeah. But the Scottish people.
Oh,
What's wrong?
actually, they're having sex with it. It does not sound like a line from the.
What's
But the way you deliver it.
Yeah.
it sounds
No,
like-
but Scottish people are cool. They eat deep fried Mars bars. Who else eats deep fried Mars bars?
Americans.
No.
That is something which I wouldn't be surprised started in America and just became popular
It's
there.
started in
Scotland invented
The
the
deep-
frying Mars bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably getting adopted.
You
in
can't
the US.
buy Mars bars in America. So
Yeah, no, you
check
can't
'em
buy
out.
Kinder
Yeah, they're
Eggs either.
illegal because there's a little toy inside.
yeah.
Why the hell is it illegal for that? But like all the sugar they have.
Because kids in America swallow the egg whole.
Yeah, they are kind of more.
Have you never seen an American? Americans are very different to you and me.
They're
They can
retarded,
unhinge.
yes.
They can unhinge their jaw.
Yeah.
And they swallow. They don't chew. They don't actually have teeth.
They
They
just
swallow
swallow.
food whole.
They're all lizards. This
Yeah.
conspiracy shit's a cover up.
Yeah, it's because they want us to think only some of them are lizards, but secretly they're all.
And now they're growing to nearly 400 million.
That's kind of respectable of Obama to take the bullet like that.
Yes,
Be like,
but
I am a lizard. Remember when he said that on tape? Remember when he said, I am a lizard?
I
on
remember
tape?
when George Bush said I flew those planes.
Not the ones that went in the. I just flew a different plane.
Yeah, I flew that plane in Mexico.
I know what you're thinking. But I'm just gonna say, I flew
Those planes.
flight 77. So,
I don't know. That's the one that goes to Mexico.
yeah, that's the one that goes to Mexico.
Yeah,
The
Mexico.
guy-
That's the one that
flew
went to.
the-
That's the famous plane that crashed into
My
the
fellow
Mexican Twin Towers.
My fellow Americans, I flew the plane that disappeared with all those Asian people in whatever 2000 year it was. All those people were eaten by the lizard people.
2,000 years ago.
No, like,
Heck,
something
they had
in,
planes
like-
2,000 years ago.
No. Something like in 2000, one of those Malaysian
Are you trying-
flights.
oh, yeah,
disappeared.
2000.
I'm about to ask if you were talking about that Malaysia flight was not 2001.
No, it definitely
You're
wasn't.
talking
because
about Twin Towers.
You
2011
couldn't make
or
it. You
something.
couldn't make it all the way to the tower.
From
that
Mal-
many times.
and like the Malaysia plane disappeared in
No,
2012.
that was-
How the hell could George Bush have flown it? in
No,
2012?
Where were you on 9/11?
I wasn't born.
Yeah, well, that's the joke. Thanks for it.
Explain.
Yeah.
I was in.
Imagine not being born before 9/11.
Yeah. I can't
We
believe-
all were not born.
I did 9/11. I'm just coming out and saying it. I did it.
When I
Yeah,
was-
then you just
I was
crawled
1
back
years
up and
old.
brutally bothered.
I was 1 year old and George Bush taught me how to fly one of the planes.
Yeah.
He gave me and he taught me how to use a parachute. Now anytime someone says the word tangerine, I automatically
But he wiped my memory, but I went to one of those
Psychics.
hypnotizing
Yeah,
guys,
I was psychic.
and he like definitely did not plant the memory in my brain.
And now whenever I hear someone say apricot, I shit myself because that was my
'Cause
code
he-
word from George Bush.
Because he thought it'd be funny. Apricot.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna make.
Yeah.
I was gonna make poop noises, but I didn't.
Poop
have
joke isn't very
Is
good.
there like
No.
any film in the next year you're gonna watch?
I haven't watched any films
I
this
need
year.
this.
You know, like an
Excuse me, good
actual.
sir. Oh, did you
Make
ever
sure
make
to do it loudly so we can hear.
All right,
I could hear you talking when I was pissing.
You could?
Yeah.
Was that out loud?
I couldn't hear him talking, but I think it was when you were doing the joke about shouting about lizards. Whatever that was.
Yeah.
Whatever that was. Well, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Connor behind his back?
No.
He doesn't listen to this podcast. So
Nah, it'd be cruel.
if you want to say something about Connor while he's gone, you can say something because he won't hear it.
Nah, you say something then.
Connor's a bad man. I regret making a podcast with him. Or something.
Yeah, like, is there any film you're looking forward to next year that was meant to come out this year or something?
No. I'm not looking forward to any films, to be honest. I don't really know what's going on.
I am. I'm looking forward to they're going to be making a Deadpool film for the MCU soon.
He's not already in the MCU, is that not?
No, but now that Disney owns Fox, the films are now just going to tie in with the X-Men films into the MCU. He's just back there all of a sudden through the fucking window.
I know.
That is just terrifying. That is horrible. That is horrible to look at.
It was actually better that he pointed it out because I saw you slide in.
Now that looks like serial
You know
killer.
what's horrible? Mexicans. Is that they say it's being against Mexicans racist?
Let's talk about serial killers. More women will watch.
Women like serial killers.
They like serial killers.
Yeah, they find them.
Say you're a
attractive.
serial killer.
Nah,
Are you a serial killer? This is
not yet.
You are under the oath of God when you come in this studio. If you tell a lie, you will be instantly smited.
He has his hand on the Bible.
Well,
Yes.
He has his hand on the Quran.
I have
the
my
Bible.
hand on the Torah,
Wait,
the
what?
Quran, the
His
Bible,
left hand's on the Quran and his right hand's on the Bible.
and my
I thought
feet,
you were about to
and
say
my
hands on
and
the
in
sky.
my lap, and in my
That
lap.
wouldn't be very
So you have
Bible.
all the book. I was gonna say Torah, but I forgot the word. So I said
Wait,
Quran.
see what appendage is on the Torah is the question.
I'm
Which
also
books
trying
are
to.
there? How
I'm
many
also
books?
trying to carve the pentagram on my chest.
Oh, you're a Satan worshipper.
Yeah, just trying to get all them
Also,
in now.
but I think you just die anyway if you did that.
Yeah, you'll beat to death. And then Satan might be like, "Ayo, that's graffiti on your body. That's illegal in hell. Because hell doesn't allow
No, I
graffiti."
just become his best friend.
No, anyone who does graffiti goes to heaven because the devil was like to God, "Ayo, I don't like graffiti."
Don't you know the devil already has a best friend? Obama. Jesus. They have some ritual sacrifices or whatever.
Yeah, they drink the adrenochrome.
No, isn't it like the Clintons?
The new Q drop. What a thing. I've never actually looked at any.
No,
of them.
neither have I. I just know they drink adrenochrome.
I know what they.
You'd be on the list.
No, absolutely, and it's probably good that those people are on the list. To be fair.
No,
You're
They are the type of
you're
people-
we're all probably on a list of something like ranked for our internet searches already. Every single human. It's just when you look stuff like that.
Unless you
up,
get put on a list for
it
gay
goes
porn.
up.
Well, you would in
probably
Saudi
do.
Arabia, wouldn't you? They don't like the
You
gay.
You would, but
probably
not here.
would, yeah.
I use a VPN to go to Saudi Arabia, so I can look up gay porn. I can put on a-
They got some good gay porn there,
They got some
Saudi.
stuff.
You know they stopped someone coming in because they feared that because of how good looking he was, he'd bring the gay people out.
That's true. What you mean? You don't like gay jokes? We make them all the time.
Well, no, they're funny, but like we make too
Make too many gay jokes. Yeah, we could get cancelled.
We need to move on and evolve.
Let's make some transgender
Let's
jokes.
make some anti-Semitic.
Yes! Yes!
No,
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, like we'll get a whole lot of those right wing ones who come to Joe Rogan. and
Whoa,
bring
whoa,
them here.
whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Joe Rogan has never had a bad person on his show.
Joe Rogan is very left wing.
Every person who's been on Joe Rogan's show is a saint.
Jordan Peterson's fucking book. Have you tried to read it?
No, I just know that he's like a psychiatrist.
Read
It's
it. What, did you
75
buy the
fucking
book?
euro.
Did you
To-
buy the
no,
book?
I haven't bought it. I looked it up.
So-
75 for the 75 for the main book. 75 euro for the main book. And then 75
I'm
for the
gonna-
fucking audible. Like, who the fuck would pay 75 euro for an audible of a book that's worth 75 euro?
Well, you see,
Well, see,
it fixes your life.
I'm not
It
gonna
doesn't
lie.
fucking
It
make
solves
sense.
all your
It
problems.
makes a lot of sense for the audiobook to
I'm pretty
cost the
sure-
same as the book. I never understood why they sold them cheaper.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him on Joe Rogan, and he said, this is a quote from him, this book, it makes everything good.
He was actually on the
Nothing.
podcast. I think he was on the podcast.
He was on our podcast.
He's just
once.
an insane dude who looks like he pretends he's all knowledgeable.
Why
He's
is he
something
insane?
special, but I think he's just having a midlife crisis over the last couple of years
Well,
and pretending to be
he's
something
a
big.
psychiatrist. He knows about brains. That's all. I don't know if he claims
Sigmund
to know.
Freud.
Psychologist.
Sigmund Freud knew about brains, yet he still had to look through 300 eels to find which one was a man and couldn't.
That's because he wanted to have sex with men. Okay. He just didn't want to tell. He didn't want to say anything more female, because then he'd have to admit he'd had sex.
Yeah,
with
he
a man.
had to make that big
He was
thing.
using those eels as...
No,
Yeah, no.
I know exactly where you're going.
Bad joke.
Yeah.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Yeah, it's,
That's staying in
it's,
there.
it's,
Editor that we pay, cut that out.
yeah, we pay you for that. You
No, we don't. We pay our editor.
We, as if you're permanent.
We pay our editor, John Johnson. See, after he evicted us from Amazon.
He lost his job at Amazon. Also.
Yeah, because they
'Cause he
said
evicted us.
those guys should still be here.
And we said to Jeff, if you wanted it, you should have put a ring on it. And then he said,
my wife divorced me.
I know she's the richest woman alive. Would that be true? Would she be the
I think
Probably.
I think she's number one because she gets half of the money.
Yeah, because he's insane rich.
No, she's just living a good dream.
Yeah, imagine not having to work and just divorcing people. That's the life.
Yeah,
Might just go around.
And all you have to do is have sex with him Sunday.
no offense, I'd hate just having money and nothing to do.
What?
No, I don't really like money. I'd rather live in a tree and throw rocks at tourists.
Anyone who says money can't
That's gonna be.
buy happiness.
That's gonna be your future in the Congo. Did he tell you what he wanted to do in the Congo?
Yeah, have I told you about the cannibal idea in the Congo?
Cannibal idea.
So I'm gonna build a hotel next to a fake cannibal village, yeah?
Cannibal hotel.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pay people to live in the cannibal village. But I'm gonna, because the cannibal village, obviously, they eat people, yeah? Every once in a while, people will go missing, and then I save money on meat in the hotel. I save money on food.
So they're not fake cannibals because they eat the beef.
They do, but they're not actually big cannibals from the Congo. They're just random people like, off the street. I'm paying money to pretend to be cannibals. But then they'll become cannibals from the Congo because they live in the Congo and eat people.
Now, what happens if they turn on you?
Well, why would they turn on me? I have no one's plan.
There's
What
so
happens if-
little meat on this thing.
Yeah.
What happens if they
Why
get
would-
desperate? What happens if
why would they-
you know
Well,
more
when the
people-
American tourists come to
Well,
the
the
hotel.
Oh, yeah,
plan is
that's
that the
true, yeah.
well, the plan
Is the
clearly outlines that the hotel is extremely successful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Even
but-
though people go missing every week.
Not every week, every once in a while. You know?
Like, yeah, just get like
How
one,
fat would the person have to be
Just-
for it to be every once in a while?
an
There's a lot of
average
meat on a
American
person. There's a
every
lot of
now
meat
and
on
then.
even a skinny person. It's like
What do you?
livers and stuff.
No,
You mean like the fucking?
No, Connor,
Eat eyeballs and stuff. Stop.
Just get an
Don't do that.
just get an American every 2 or 3 months.
I don't think an American.
You see, his joke is Americans are fat. That's
I
his joke.
understand. Do you know that apparently someone like heard someone claim it was evolution. There's a certain amount of fatness you have to be that you're bulletproof, and someone claims that's why all Americans are fat. Because it makes sense though. It's
Because you're
evolution.
less likely to die.
I mean,
Exactly.
they
All the fat ones reproduce.
I mean, they evolved next to all those guns. They're gonna develop traits like
no,
that.
see, evolution has to kill them before they have kids.
You know, they also grew up near all those deep fried Mars bars.
Yeah, that's true. And like all those deep fried stuff they have, like they have deep
I
fried.
wish I had a deep fryer. I always thought they were.
It's okay. It's okay anyway. There's not one American that listens. to
No,
this.
no, well, that's
Everyone's
from
from
other. And well, no. Is it not 91% are from other? There is 9% Irish
But you know,
people
if
that
you
watch
think about
this.
it, America, it's all about the others.
Yeah,
People
they
come together.
really do hate the others in America.
Yeah, they do hate the others.
Yeah.
For them to say it's about people coming together and stuff. A
It's
lot of them
always
do hate the others.
It's always the other guy's problem. You know what I mean?
They hate that country, Otherania. They hate it so much.
I thought it was other stand.
Yeah, it
Others-
just exists.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
I
That was
think
the joke.
they used
I didn't get that joke.
they used to like Muslims back when they were against the communists because the Muslims fought against the communists, so they
And
were
then the
allies.
yeah, okay. I don't think you have to explain the concept of how.
But now
Americans
all
are.
Americans are communists.
Yeah, America is the most communist country on the planet.
Yes.
Cause
That's what some people say.
Cause Bernie Sanders is trying to give us free healthcare.
Look at that Bernie guy. He's
Well,
trying
you're
to-
gonna go for ask for free healthcare the moment you break your leg. To be honest, you're gonna turn around from being everyone should pay for their healthcare to being my comrades. The only thing we can
You
lose
seem
is
to
the
believe
chain.
that I actually don't believe in free healthcare. That was a bit. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying to all those who believe the first thing you said.
Oh.
I was
See,
just
if
making
you
a
don't believe
joke
in
out
free
of it.
healthcare, you should move into the
My
trees.
Second Amendment right tells me if you say something I don't like, I can shoot you.
That is exactly what the Second Amendment says. It says, if you say something I don't like,
It says
I
it
can
right
shoot
there.
you.
It says. I've read it. I've read the.
Bill, Nick Cage gave it to me.
Amendments.
Nick Cage gave it to me when he robbed it.
Yeah, when you. Who's the next?
Nick Cage, isn't that his name? The guy who robs the like Bill of Rights. There's a movie about it.
Oh.
He robs that. It's actually a treasure map, and it leads him to like a
And
temple.
the movie's called The Da Vinci Code.
It is The Da Vinci Code. No.
Okay. That would have been good. That would have been a good guess.
It would have been good. It's the same idea as the Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci wrote the Bill of Rights.
Ah, there you go. See, now we're on to the real
We're on to
stuff.
something. Da Vinci was also a lizard. He was the first lizard, actually.
Da Vinci was the first, but the lizards have always been running the world. How? Who ran it before Da Vinci? It must have been birds. Birds are
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, the old original lizard.
He was there at the beginning.
And he'll be there at the end.
He was there beside Satan's side when he fell to hell.
Nah, Satan ain't fought, he tried. By a mountain, you know.
Nah, I feel like God would be more
Well, I mean,
communist guy. He doesn't like greed or whatever.
Yeah.
God's
That's
communist.
true.
I don't know.
Like Jesus would come back and just be a
He's
communist. I'm not gonna
Nah.
lie.
Do you ever think about if Jesus comes back, he's probably
Jesus like the tax guy.
yeah, Jesus did like the tax guy, so he's
This is
Catholic.
all
Jesus,
pointing in one. Fuck you!
Jesus is a capitalist. No, but you ever think about how, like, if Jesus came back, he'd probably be in, like, China or India, because that's where they're, like, everyone's being born.
No. I just think he'd come back in America, like the big power in the world. And
I
just
mean,
be
you
a
come back,
black
China's
person.
the big power in America.
He'd be American.
China's the big power in America. China's number one power in the world. It's not
it's
America.
not
America like
power,
to think
but
they
it
are.
doesn't spread the message.
Oh, it's spreading the mess. Have you seen
Spread
the
the message.
they're doing this thing here, like,
Bernie Sanders is actually Chinese.
he is, yeah, have you ever seen him? He looks very Chinese.
Bernie Sanders.
That-
No, anyway.
That guy looks a very white guy.
Bernie Sanders is a secret Chinese agent, okay? There's
You'd
there's
have
no
to have
doubt, there's no
surgery
doubt
on
about, there's no doubt.
Don't make a racist joke.
Yeah, don't make a race.
Don't say anything about eyes. He was about to say something about eyes.
Yeah,
We had to stop
He
him.
was about to make a joke about
I
eyes.
was going to say something about his baldness. Like, you don't see Asians that are bald like that.
There's definitely bald
There's
Asians.
definitely bald Asians.
There's like,
That's few. They
That's
all
the
manage to
one
keep their
thing that
good
links
haircut.
all races together.
baldness.
Baldness.
Mm.
Joe Rogan's bald. Mike Tyson's bald.
I actually can't think of any bald Asian people.
Someone else is. Yeah, me neither. Actually, yeah, maybe.
They have to
maybe
go-
he's right.
Maybe he is. Maybe they just don't have the gene to go bald.
Like, they lose hair at the front, but they still maintain like most of the hair. Like,
There's
you know
two
Mao.
sides in politics.
You know Mao.
Bald and
Right.
not bald.
Right and wrong.
Right and bald.
Gotta get a whoop whoop. The voice just went on.
Yeah, I understand it.
Don't know what that was. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? You good?
I know, I was just fan.
Oh.
I was kind of hoping it'd be
How long
loud
is
so
this
I
going?
wanted to stand up so the mic could pick it up. We need a little bit longer.
Maybe a little bit longer because there's a decent chunk at the start. I'm gonna cut out.
Yeah, there's a lot of it gets cut out.
Yeah.
And
You
this
know-
is gonna get cut.
Normally we record twice the amount as we put up.
I'm going to leave like a quarter to, if that's okay.
Quarter what, 8?
9.
9, that's perfect.
Oh, that's.
No, quarter past, sorry.
It's like 8
Oh,
o'clock.
that's like well enough.
It's
Like,
8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now.
That's
more
than
than- it's
enough.
more than
That's
we need.
enough.
Yeah, right. So, you just look up something to think about,
Right.
talk about.
Do you ever think about
Well, no, we can just talk about aliens. That's what we
yeah.
do.
You see, yeah. So this is the thing. You ever hear of the cigar? Okay. It was this thing that passed by the sun last year. Okay. And they think it was a solar sail. You ever hear of a solar sail?
No.
Okay.
Solar pirates.
You see them photons coming out of that light.
Yeah,
Okay. They have no mass, but they put out energy.
yeah.
So they can or maybe it's they have, no, they have to have energy because they have but they don't have something, but they have mass, okay?
No, they don't have that.
And they have, okay, I don't know how a solar cell works, I don't know. There's these things called solar, and apparently if you make a big enough sheet of tin, it's basically tinfoil. They make this big sheet of tinfoil, and it catches the light particles, and it pushes this thing. And I saw this guy, and he was saying how there's this solar sail inside our solar system, and it was the aliens using their eco-friendly space travel to get to our sun so they could steal our photons.
Yeah. We gotta stop hating black people and start hating these aliens.
No,
They're
you know
stealing
that.
our
They're
photons.
stealing our photons.
You know what we
They're
need?
stopping global warming, and we love global warming.
You know
How
what
the
we-
hell am I meant to get warmer if there ain't no global warming? Think
you know,
about that.
You know what's gonna happen the moment aliens come along? They're gonna
We'll
become
have
a new
sex with them.
minority to hate.
Yeah.
No way, because they're gonna have big laser blasters and they're gonna kill everyone.
Or they cut up big alien tits, you know what I mean?
Then it'd be the opposite. Everyone else would hate themselves because they don't have big alien tits.
Yeah.
No one can compare.
The human race would die off because
I'd be like, I just can't compare.
no big alien tits.
I don't have big alien tits.
They could have like 7 tits like a pig. Well, I think pigs have like an even amount, but like aliens aren't pigs, so they don't have.
They have an odd amount of
Yeah.
tits.
Exactly, because they're aliens.
One's just like in the middle of the month. It's like a circle, and there's one in the middle. It's like
it makes a pentagram.
They call it a hyper tit.
It shoots out light beams instead of milk.
It blasts lasers.
Laser.
Lasers. It shoots it. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever think about how like
Makes people mad.
lasers would be a weird power actually. I bet you if you had laser eyes, it'd be bad for your eyes. You know what I mean?
Be pretty bad for you.
Yeah, because you know when you're looking at, they say looking at your phone's bad for your eyes. It can't be good to shoot lasers out your eyes.
Mm.
That definitely seems unhealthy.
It seems just.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't this supposed to be a Christmas special?
Yeah, but Santa Claus has laser eyes. Everyone knows Santa Claus.
Santa Claus has it.
Yeah, just as laser eyes if you come looking at him. If you see
That's why
him-
Rudolph's nose is red. He has
Well
laser
known
eyes.
fact. He actually accidentally got blasted by.
And his nose is just still hot.
I accidentally got blasted. That joke's not gonna make any sense for all the people from Other who don't know what I look like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true with other people. But see, laser eyes and Santa are the same thing. I don't understand what that means actually.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't make sense.
So you know the aliens.
Penis.
The aliens. they came from space and they didn't get the proper paperwork to come to our country.
They're illegal.
They
They're
came
illegal
to our.
aliens.
They came down to our.
And
flat
they came here to
disc
steal our
world.
photons. They don't even want our jobs. They just want our photons. And
Yeah,
I
they
ain't
just
letting
want
no
our-
They want our
gosh
jobs.
darn alien take my photons.
Yeah,
they
they just
want our
want. They just
jobs
want the
too.
disc we're
No.
on floating through space. They want
Not
our.
a disc, it's a ball. Do you believe in the flat earth? This is
Yeah.
a serious
This
question.
is the second flat earther we've had on.
Have we had a flat earther?
No, remember Evan Matthew says, they make a good point.
He did.
No,
he
we
did.
just-
He literally
No, I'll
said,
tell you what
"They make
we're
a good
on.
point."
I'll
I think
tell
he was
you
talking about 1 point, but like.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
No,
what.
I think he was talking about
What
how
on-
like gravity works. He
what-
thought it made sense
guys.
like, that everything just falls at the same rate.
We are on
I mean, it
a
makes sense if you
massive.
assume that it's flat.
Yeah.
We are on a massive turtle being held up by 5 or 4 elephants on a disc.
Then where did the aliens come from? If there's just Earth.
Yeah.
Where did
They
they
come from the center of
They
the
just
planet.
come from another
Wait,
disc
there is no
further out.
There's no. It's like Minecraft Skyblock.
Yeah. When you get- It's like Minecraft, when you get to the very end, it just stops rendering, you know what I mean?
No.
No, it
We
just
can't
starts
see
creating
them.
the
We have to
glitches
get a
and
better
stuff.
computer.
Yeah, you have to upgrade. You have to buy a better computer so you can render that out.
You get a new graphics card or whatever.
Do you ever think, imagine like, you know people say like our whole world could just be The Sims, yeah? This aliens could be like a DLC and that's just why we haven't unlocked them, the DLC is not released yet. So they're leaking, you know sometimes they leave stuff that's going to be
No,
DLC.
maybe
That's
we have to get to like a big stage into humanity. Like we need to get out of this solar system.
No, the aliens are DLC.
Then we unlock
I-
the next level.
I believe that when you die, you become an alien. And
I
then-
believe the aliens are DLC.
It's like Luigi mode in Mario Galaxy.
I don't remember Luigi Mode.
You know when you beat the game.
I don't think I beat the game.
Ah.
I didn't finish a lot of games.
Well, if you beat the game, you get Luigi.
Luigi.
I finished Skylanders.
What is it?
Oh yeah, I finished that as well.
Actually, I
been
didn't
a-
finish Skylanders. I never bet the boss.
Yeah, there's been a meme going around where it's like someone, it's like showing a show where someone dies and then it like shows you have now unlocked Luigi.
Luigi, I like Luigi way more.
Thought that
Than
was really
I like Luigi more than I like Mario.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Luigi's way sexier. I'd rather have sex with Luigi. than Mario.
Luigi's
Green is such a better color.
You-
Yeah,
this
green.
is-
I like
no.
green way more than red.
This
Yeah,
is the
no.
I
reason
love
we
how you
get
didn't
so
acknowledge
few
the-
like
the Luigi
Luigi-centric
It's
games.
just so flat. It's just so true.
That's the
I've
reason.
heard that from so many people. I'm not even
Did you
shocked.
ever see that picture of Luigi with big tits?
No. I mean, yes.
I think I have it on my no.
I think I have it on my computer. No, I don't want to see it.
No, I showed you in school. I remember I was in
I
English.
don't want to see it.
I was in English in second year, yeah, and I thought you want to ask us something about like what does character mean, so I googled it, yeah, clicked the images, and like the fifth one there is like a Photoshop, not even edited together, just real tits just plastered on Luigi, and his clothes are edited onto it, and it's just. And it's I don't know. I don't think I still have it. I think I deleted it, but I remember downloading it, thinking that's funny.
Deleting it would be a good idea.
I thought that's funny.
No, that's funny.
Luigi with the tits.
See this video of someone dying. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
That's something our Callum would say. We should get him on as a guest.
Yeah, he will eventually.
He's on the ban list. He's on the blacklist. He's
on the
blacklisted.
ban list. He's not black, by the way. I just thought we're not being racist.
Maybe we shouldn't call it a blacklist. We should call it like.
But there's no real. I don't think there's any
more
like.
progressive.
Yeah, we should call it.
I don't think.
Colored list.
African American.
African American.
No, call it like in Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. The banned list.
I thought that was something about
Or
black.
the forbidden list.
Yu-Gi-Oh bans black people.
That's exactly what. It took me a second to process that he meant. Like,
yeah, no.
I thought he was talking about in the cartoon that like they just did not like black people.
Have you ever
No,
seen-
no, I don't like the cartoon. I stopped.
Oh Jesus! They're happening again. I just don't like.
That was so close.
We nearly got you twice.
I feel like you're doing this on purpose. Or maybe you have something to
That
tell
would be a
us.
good bit. That would be a
Or
good
maybe
bit.
you have something to tell us.
Will you-
Maybe
will you
I
say
am.
something,
Yeah,
or-
maybe I'm
Yeah.
not. Maybe it'll be taken out of context in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
then
if you're
when the
famous
communists take over.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, I don't really understand Jordan Peterson. I don't
He's
really
just
know.
a
I don't even know what he
he's just-
does. I know he
he's just
exists.
a weirdo who pretends to be something.
I
he's
didn't
not.
listen to his Joe Rogan podcast, so I don't know what he does.
I did listen to his Joe Rogan podcast, and I think personally he's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he's
listened to the Joe Rogan podcast.
He's like
with Neil
Ben
deGrasse Tyson.
Shapiro.
You know who I hate? I hate.
Ben Shapiro, smart.
He knows.
He's-
fuck all, but
I
is able to
hate
just
Neil
say
deGrasse Tyson.
Yes, him as well.
Why?
You know your man, the astrophysicist. I hate him.
Oh, no, I know who he is. I asked why.
I hate him because I saw that he tweeted once.
I hate him.
Technically, the new year shouldn't be now because this rotation isn't finished, and I just thought, shut the fuck up, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Who cares? It's now. You can't change it. It's,
He's tweeted, all wars were started by human conflict.
He's one of those
why?
I think he's a joke. I think
He's
a joke.
one of those.
No.
It has to be.
He's one of those people who
I-
just
I like him on,
tries
like,
to be.
shows and
He
shit.
tries
yeah,
too
no, I just
hard
don't like.
to be
I don't
smart.
like him on Twitter.
I don't like his Twitter. Yeah, exactly. It's
He
kinda-
tries
Jaden,
too
did you ever
hard to
see
be
Jaden
smart.
Smith's old tweet? He was like,
that's all.
he was like, blue is a sad color. That was it.
What color is a mirror?
I think that's actually one of them.
It might be. Yeah.
What color is a mirror? That's a serious question.
What colour is what?
A mirror.
It's
A
all the
mirror.
colors. It's all the
Yeah, like black has all the colors. You know the color
What?
black has them all.
Is that how you make black?
You mix them all. And then you make white by separating all the colors.
Is that true?
Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe white's none of the colors. Maybe white's all
No,
the
white
colors.
wouldn't make sense because there's so many like. Oh, I guess there's
It'd
just
be-
as many light colors as
There are dark colors. Yeah.
So I don't know.
And if you mix.
I thought it was that brown was the red, blue, yellow.
Mm.
Like all the primary colors makes brown.
No. Because if you piss on your shit, it doesn't turn green.
We can only see a small amount of like actual colour because of
Color's
the,
not real.
Yeah, but like, we see along those. But
That's the second episode in a row
thing,
we've
the-
said that.
what's the thing we
Colour's
see
not-
colour?
I
on?
said it last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, it's not real though. Like it's just your eyes making it up. I bet you.
It is.
No,
we
it seems-
don't even live in a world.
No, it seems
It's
like
just
radiation.
me, and I don't know why I'm here right now because you aren't real.
What about then why did you make us up?
Because he's lonely.
I'm lonely.
It's just him. You would be lonely.
You know how I can do that Mike Tyson impression?
He's Mike Tyson.
I'm just doing you and him.
He's just God.
See how good I am? I can do two voices
Yeah,
at the
you
same time.
just.
Yeah, he's pretty
we're
good.
just- yeah, you
Are
are.
you ventriloquist? Can you do a ventriloquist thing?
Yeah. See the way your mouth's moving or
Yeah. For all our audio listeners, that's what Joe Rogan always says. My mouth is moving.
Joe Rogan's like, this is the real Bernie Sanders. It's not a corpse.
for all our audio listeners, this is the real Bernie Sanders.
Oh, I'm so. Well, how does Bernie Sanders say? I used to be able to do it. How's Bernie Sanders?
Give me your
sound?
money.
No, he doesn't say
I am once again asking for your
1%.
financial support.
I don't like
That's
the
it, that's
1%. I do.
Control all the money. They
All
got
the
it
money,
all.
the 1%. I can only say percent in his voice. That's the only word I can say.
Yeah, well, Bernie,
Percent.
Bernie Sanders do got all the money though. You know what I mean? He do got it.
The 1% have
Are
5
you
houses.
saying that because he's Jewish?
Is he Jewish?
He is Jewish.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
I know. he's-
I think he is.
See, now you accusing him of being Jewish and
No,
wanting
I'm
money.
saying it because
yours-
you were making the goddamn joke. I
You're-
thought you knew.
I was saying he wanted money because he's a socialist.
Well, it's okay because don't you know this is the #1 anti-Semitic podcast. Actually,
Number
it's
two.
Number two.
Number 2.
Two.
Always.
Yeah, we're making our way. We might be number one
We're
day,
not
but
number
We
one
might pass
yet.
Joe Rogan one day.
One day.
But not right now.
No.
Too many iffy jokes. In it.
Do you ever think about how like the universe is big?
It's pretty big. It always gets bigger. Did you know that?
Yeah. What if
It always
what
is.
if we thought it was getting bigger, but it was getting smaller, and our telescope render distance was just getting lessened? How would you know? You know what I mean?
Makes no sense.
If someone kept lowering the render distance on our settings, but as they shrunk the universe, you wouldn't notice it got smaller. Would you?
The people that fucking control the simulation is just doing a dolly zoom on the thing,
And
so
the
it looks
universe-
like it's getting
It looks
bigger.
like it's getting bigger, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could make sense. I was gonna see how long I could let that silence last. Stop.
And now?
When I take my medication, it'll be like,
All the voices in their head.
yeah, that was a joke.
It was your schizophrenic friends talk.
That's
But
a joke.
when you take your medication, the schizophrenic guys go away.
Yeah, I know. I love those guys.
Oh, I thought the joke was one of them was talking and you couldn't hear. We couldn't
Well,
hear.
no,
them.
yeah, well that.
But you said you took your medication today.
Oh yeah, no, well that I was like in my brain it goes silent, so like when we were.
Oh. I don't know.
Because the medication was cyanide, and I died.
Oh.
That was the joke.
Obama did.
That was the joke, and I expected you to understand that joke.
That's a very complicated joke.
But you see, you just need the intellect for it.
Yeah, I'm not as smart as Obama.
Yeah,
Obama's a smart man. The president of America.
his brain has loads of cold blood.
Is anything you're going to do next year when coronavirus
You know,
ends?
human blood is actually getting cold.
Like, you
At
know,
some
the-
point, we will become lizard people.
Coronavirus will never.
No.
No, but like when things go back to more normal.
Yeah,
I'm a
well-
warm-blooded, not American.
No, and this is a serious thing. Human body temperature's been dropping slowly since we've started evolving, and they reckon.
Mine's mad high. Fuck.
Is it?
Yeah, I will fucking.
You ain't evolving.
I ain't evolving.
You know,
Fuck that.
Uncle.
I going backwards.
Connor, you know Uncle? Yeah, he had like a low body temperature for years, you
Who?
know.
Who?
The one who employs us.
Oh, I didn't.
You know your one uncle.
No,
you know that one.
I
the
thought
only one.
I didn't think he said our uncle. I just thought he said, you know, an uncle, and I thought, yeah.
No, he said, you know, uncle. That's what
Oh.
Yeah, because you taught
You
that
added a
person.
word.
You taught that person we did airsoft with was my dad's, you know, brother, my uncle or something. You know.
You thought it was my dad, but it wasn't.
You ever think about how my dad exists? That's weird, bro.
He doesn't exist.
You know.
I'm the only person that exists.
You ever think about how life is a hereditary disease?
Yeah.
It is 'cause you die. It kills you. You
Death-
can't die if you're not alive.
Death is just an illness, bro. And
You
it's
pass
not
it on to your
an
children.
Oh, you know they reckon they can stop
It's an
aging.
STD.
Did you see that? Did you hear that?
Death is an STD. Why virgins
It is an
never
STD.
die.
It is an STD. Death is an STD.
That's why it's a fact that virgins never die.
Mm-hmm. No, they can't die because their parents. It's
They never die unless they
parents-
drive a truck into temp. That was a bit. Yeah. Anyway.
No, but they can die because their parents both
Have you seen?
carried the life chain.
Do you see like news stations out or news things after that happened or whatever? Someone and they were like, you know, he did this, but I kind of feel bad for him.
He was like a sad guy.
Yeah, but like he killed them people.
No, yeah, but you do sometimes.
He was a sad guy.
You do feel bad because he was a sad guy, but he killed. He's not a good guy because he killed 10 people, but he was
George
a
Bush
sad.
was a sad guy when he drove that plane into that tower in Mexico.
Yeah, Hitler was a sad guy.
He was a sad guy.
Didn't I? Yeah, well, he did.
We watched the movie.
He did kind of. Oh,
I
what's he
feel
sad
bad
guy?
for him.
What- Maybe what he did was okay. He was a bit sad, you know.
You know Hitler.
He was sad.
You know he might have done the thing.
But I don't know. I never understood though. You know,
Listen, he did some bad things, but he fixed the economy in Germany. That's all that matters.
You know,
Didn't even do that. I think.
No, I don't think it.
No,
People
it
say it
never
got
did.
better, but I don't
Yeah,
think it did.
it never did truly.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can deny the Holocaust. You know what I mean? When
6 million people go missing and die. How the fuck do you explain that?
They moved to Israel.
No, but you ever? I remember I saw this video on YouTube and it was like
That was an iffy joke. So there's too many jokes.
I remember seeing this video on YouTube. And it was like Holocaust survivor speaks to Holocaust denier, and your man was like, "No." It was the whole video.
You're being paid. Yo, did you ever watch
Alex Jones, you a big fan of Alex Jones?
No, he's just some weirdo on the fucking thing.
You really don't get to have the same style of comedy as us. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Alex Jones is like my hero.
Yeah, I just sex Alex Jones.
No, I can whip out
My comedy hero. You know when he used to go by Bill Hicks?
I can whip out darker
that's a joke
humor
that no
if
one
you
gets.
want,
No.
but like
Callum
it'll
will
be
get it.
darker than
Callum
your
will get
humor.
that joke.
Huh?
I can whip out dark humor, but it'll be darker than your shit.
Go for it.
Whip out some dark humor.
No, I
Tell us
need
your best
something. I
joke.
need something to build upon.
Babies. What do you think of babies?
I like it when they're dead.
No, I don't do stuff like that. Nothing like that.
You don't
Well,
do
no,
baby
that's
jokes?
that's the classic edgy joke.
It is, yeah, dead babies.
No, I want something more substantial than that.
Babies are sick. You ever know? Like,
More
you know
substantial
what I mean?
than a dead baby.
All babies' bones are soft, so I don't
You
know.
want something more substantial than a dead baby?
Dead babies is pretty dark. Like,
Yeah,
dead babies.
it's pretty dark.
I
It's
don't know
like,
how much darker you can get
you
than
know,
dead babies.
What's the difference between 10,000 dead babies
And a
and a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini? I don't have 10,000 dead babies in my garage.
In my garage with my loot.
I have all my books. Well,
What's
that's why I said garage.
No, I'd say
In my
this-
garage
no,
with my new Lamborghini.
No,
I just bought
no,
these
lads,
books.
lads,
Sipping
lads,
my
lads,
new martini.
I don't think he's read all his
lads.
books.
What?
Listen to what I do for dark humor.
Okay. We
I
didn't set you
go-
up though.
I go into someone's house.
You see, I search dark humor on Google.
On a Reddit.
on Reddit.
Nah,
and I read the best one.
4chan.
Oh, you're
Okay.
cute.
I've been to both.
Have you seen the new Q drop?
I was there in 2016 during the whole election.
You know what the key
Well,
to
for most of
comedy
it.
is?